Good morning, folks. Good morning. How is everyone? Yes, everything is going to get sold. Oh, I think I hear ducks behind me. Oh, they're coming. Sorry about the wind noise this morning, folks. I forgot to plug the microphone in. And then I'm homeless. Come on, little ducks. Oh, we got wind noise. Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. I can't believe I forgot to plug the microphone in. Come on, you're so slow, ducks. Okay, so we got a little bit of bad news. Just a little. Yesterday, I let the two ducks that I had in the hospital out because they'd gone a week without antibiotics, and one of the little ducks is Junior, and I thought she was fine. I let her out. She went to the Magoon, but last night she couldn't come back, and her hip has got a problem. So I got a bad feeling. I'm thinking the infection has gone into her hip. And when it goes into their hip, it's not a good thing. But like, she seems to be walking this morning, but I don't know. So you can see the green bands. I put big green bands on her legs so I could tell her from everyone else. But like I had to carry her back from the Magoon last night. Oh, so I don't know. I don't know. Because her legs look normal. Like, well, they're a little bit bigger than normal, but they're not swollen. But she's got definitely has her right hip is bad. So, and if the infection's gone into her hip, that's always a bad thing. Never ends well. Run, Tiny. Run, 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 Tiny. Run, 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 Tiny, run. Run, run. Oh, you little goof. So, I don't know if anybody was looking this morning. Did you see the sandhill crane is eating corn? I didn't think they ate corn. But yesterday, around the other feeding station, which I'm going to set the camera up, I ran the electrical cord. You probably can see the electrical cord now in stream by the Magoon. I couldn't figure out, the ground was all torn up. And I was like, what the hell? I thought maybe it was like a raccoon or something tearing the ground up. But they're like, why would they be tearing the ground up? Because like all that corn on the other side. But there was like all these pecks in the ground. And I'm thinking, I think it's the sandhill crane is eating the corn that's in the ground. I don't know if it's not smart enough to eat it out of the feeder, but it's eating it out of the ground. Doug's upstairs. Well, he might be downstairs by now, but he doesn't want to go out. He's hurting. He's hurting bad. I had to put him on drugs yesterday. He's a hurting dog. Yes, I own a Beamer. I've owned it for 2 years. Okay, I gotta switch glasses, so I won't be able to read the stream, and I gotta switch networks. And I gotta pour coffee, so I'll be right back. Okay, let me pull the big chat window up here so I can read. Bear with me. Hang on. I'm just getting a big window up here so that the blind guy can read what's going on. Doug. Let's try the official dog lure. Look at that, eh? What a dog. Oh, you up there sleeping. What a dog. That's the third time, folks. I've already called him down 3 times. That's the third time that I've had to call him down. Doug, you're just... Brand new bag, Dougie. Brand new. Look at this. Oh, Doug. Oh, little dog. Oh, sorry. I got his face plugged. He's all excited here. It's like, oh, treats. Okay, Doug. Okay. Oh, that's a big chunk, Doug. Oh, is it ever? Look at the thickness of that. Hey, you gonna be a good dog? Hey. You gonna be good? You're gonna wake up? Are you up for the day? Hey, with your hurt shoulder? Hey? Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna have one coffee with you this morning because yesterday I paid for having 2. I had a wicked sore stomach from the coffee. I got to eat my breakfast, and I'm late today because I was up at ridiculous hours last night because, well, this critter thing. Anyways, you know the story. Summers in the Duck Adventure. Lots of nighttime critter action, and that means Matt's up. So. And then I got to sleep and had the most bizarre dreams. Oh, man. From 4:30 on, it was just crazy, the dreams. It was like I went to a Cineplex, folks, and went and saw a whole bunch of different movies. What is that food? It's kangaroo jerk from Australia. Just for Doug. Imported, just for Doug. I bet you I saw 6 different movies this morning. Because I kept waking up and going back to different dreams. Oh, I love those. It's like, but I was a little bit stressed out dreams. There was a little bit of anxiety in them. They weren't like relaxing type dreams. It was like, whoa. But each one was like so different. And the thing is, I could barely remember them. That's how there were so many of them. Oh, it's crazy, folks. Mind playing tricks on you, eh? Like, hey, Doug, come on. Anyways, so bad news, like I said, about poor little Junior. She had the infection, but I thought for sure that the antibiotics worked because the infection, like the swelling went down. Okay, you're not even gonna sit down or nothing. You're just gonna stand there and eat and wait for more. You're gonna sit? Be a good dog? Yeah, anyways. Her hip. It's definitely her hip. I saw the way she was walking. She was swinging her leg out like that when she was walking. So it's definitely hip. I feel so bad. I'm gonna put her back on antibiotics though. I'm trying to think, how much do I got here? I got enough. I'm gonna put her back on antibiotics. She's only been off antibiotics like 7 days, 6 days. She's been off antibiotics, so maybe we can save the poor little duck. You know, but usually when it goes into their hip, it's usually pretty over. You know, the hip thing is not good. You know, not good at all. It's sad, the hip thing. Hip thing always ends up in the axe medicine category. You know what I mean? A little snorting there, dog. Anyways, don't forget, folks, the links below for April's food bill and medicine bill for the ducks, so we don't have to kill them. Well, we try not to have to kill them. That's the whole idea. Save a duck. Donate today. Well, anyways. Oh yeah, today is Mother's Day. Yes, I forgot about that. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who's a mother out there right now. I forgot about that. I should have named the stream Happy Mother's Day. Probably that was what the trending thing is today on YouTube, you know? Actually, let me just take a look here because, oh, speaking of trending, it's, I don't know about you folks, but the last 2 nights I've been looking at the trending tab just out of curiosity, okay, to see what is trending. You know, YouTube is not YouTube anymore. It's like not even remotely YouTube anymore. It's like they're putting stuff on the trending tab that isn't even trending. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was looking at like, okay, that's an old video. There's somebody redid a video of another video and now he's trending. Like I saw a documentary on this like years ago, and now somebody's doing a redo. They're doing redos now, and it's trending. It's like Hollywood, eh? You know how they remake movies because they can't come up with an original idea? That's what's happening. Unbelievable. Like it's not even. I remember when YouTube trending, we used to go to it, and there was actually stuff there that was, you know, fan selected. Fan watch. People actually watched it. You know what I mean? Pretty soon you'll be just getting nothing but cable TV on YouTube. Hey, Doc? Yeah, he can be cute, eh? He sits there and looks. But I'm not kidding you. It's the 3rd time today I've called him downstairs. He kept going back upstairs to go to sleep, and I had the bedroom door closed because he's losing so much fur right now. He wants to be on the bed to look out the window.
Everyone has a second tab open looking at trending. Probably. I'm telling you, man, it's not like it used to be. Trending is just terrible, terrible stuff. It's like cable TV. But hey, it's YouTube. I don't own it. It's them. I gotta hang my comforter out again today, Inga, because the amount of dog hair on it is like it's crazy what he's losing right now. It's the old springtime, shed, just a crap load. Doug, oh, choking, eh? He's got it stuck in his throat. Yeah, I know the CNN. I didn't click on the news. I can't even get it. It's just like it's not even funny anymore. But you know what? YouTube has changed, folks. Like it's not like like 6 years ago. The amount of new people that watch YouTube now are TV viewers that have discovered the internet. It's like they've migrated, because if you look at all the news articles now, it's all talking about how the cable news networks and the cable companies, the subscriber drop off, people who are cutting the cord. Well, now they're coming to YouTube. And so, the big television companies, the studios are, flocking to YouTube because that's where all their subscribers have gone. So now our little world, because we don't watch TV, most YouTube people don't watch TV. Now we're getting overrun by the TV people. So now the TV companies are all taking over YouTube. So we got to find another place to go. Yeah, what made YouTube great ain't gonna happen again. That's the deal. It's sad, eh? We've been invaded by TV people. Just like, oh, I'm just looking at my tab here because I closed the tab on the thing and opened up the my other tab that has my stream on it here with the chat, and now they're recommending the trending to me at the bottom here. Anyway, I don't have TV. I technically got rid of TV cable in 1989 in Seattle, December '89 to be exact. I had it for 2 months, and I had 500 channels for 2 months. And for 2 months, I sat there with the remote, and I just sat there like that for 2 months. And I was like, I'm not watching anything. All I do is scroll through the 500 channels. And I said, this is not life. So then I got rid of it. And then I went on broadcast TV, which is basically, I was in this part of the world is 3 channels. That was my TV. When you only have 3 fuzzy channels, you don't do a lot of this on the remote. Oh. No, YouTube wasn't a dating site. Marvin, you're thinking of Grindr. It's always been a video sharing site. You're paying $160 a month. Oh, Doug, okay, you just scratched me. $160 a month for an hour a day. Maybe you should talk to hubby. I wouldn't, $160 a month, I couldn't do that. That would drive me nuts. No. I still got the remote. I got rid of the TV, but I still have the remote for the old TV. I don't know why I kept the remote. I saw it in the cupboard the other day. Okay, one more, dog. One more, and this is it. Okay. Man, this stuff smells. This smells like dog treats. It does. It really smells like dog treats. Okay. Oh man. Oh, and Doug's farts last night were really good too. Sort of like the smell of the treats this morning. No, last night the farts were worse. Okay. So we talked about dog farts, dog treats, YouTube trending. All goes together. What kind of mobile service do I have in the farm? Mobile service, like cell service. I'm lucky to get 1 bar. Most of the time it's half a bar. Usually I get no service. Like right now, if I took my cell phone out, if I had it, but it's in the car with a dead battery. But if I had it and I opened it, it would be dead. Well, not dead. The battery would be dead. But if I could get a signal, I might. But I don't think I could make a call sitting here, dialing out on it. I don't think I could. Last time I used it on the property, I had to stand upstairs in the window facing the highway to get enough signal to receive a text call, because I needed to receive a text for security, and I barely got the text. But normally it's the middle of the driveway or at the gate at the highway. At the gate of the highway, lots of service out there, but nothing in here. That's the deal. Not much service here, which is good because I don't need to be hit with radiation. 5G is going to kill us all, you know that, eh? So, signal booster. Why, Barry? I don't even want. I don't want to make a call. I could put an aerial with a booster. They call it. What do they call it? What do they call that thing? Oh God, what is it called? There's a package they can sell you the whole thing and a big giant aerial on your roof, and it's got a booster and what do they call it? Turbo hub. But it's like expensive to buy. I think it's like around $600, $700 to buy it, and then you're paying cell phone rates. My cell phone's $20 a month, and the battery is dead, and it's in the car. It's emergencies only. Like if I'm stuck on the side of the road, or I gotta call somebody to come and tow me, or yeah, that's about it. Or if I'm calling a friend to see if he wants to go drinking, where he is, so I can go to his house and drink. That's another reason I use it for. Like when I'm at the grocery store, and I'll say, where are you? And he'll tell me, and I'll say, can I come over and drink? That's the use of my cell phone. I've got a car adapter, Inga, so the battery can be dead, and I just plug it into the cigarette lighter in the car. So biometrics, don't go down that one. They always do that. Actually, I got my phone back finally. The one that blew up that Inga sent to me, that blew up, that I had to send back to Apple, and I finally got it back. And when I uploaded it, I didn't realize it had the biometric fingerprint thing on it. And when I had to reopen it, like restart the phone back up again, it asked me for my fingerprint. I'm not doing that because they put the fingerprint on the cloud. It's like, I've never been fingerprinted digitally. I'm not going to start now. The last time I was fingerprinted, it was paper. It was like, you put your hand on the ink and then you put a thing. That was the last time I was fingerprinted. It wasn't for jail. It was for the army. No. That was the last time I was fingerprinted. So I'm thinking, unless they digitize those records from 1980, I'm thinking there's no digital record of my fingerprint. 5G is the end of all of us, Barry. It is. It is. It truly is. It ain't about, 5G is not about download movies faster. I always get a kick out of that because, oh yeah, instead of taking 6 minutes to download a movie, it's going to take 30 seconds. Right on. It's not about that. 5G is about tracking. They need the bandwidth to track us. They just rolled it up. And yeah, here we're going to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole this morning, folks, because, well, I find this stuff interesting. Have you ever heard of, anybody here ever heard of the social credit score? Have you ever heard of that? Anybody here have heard of the social credit score? I gotta say it's slow sometimes because I get a little bit excited when I talk about this stuff. So basically what it is the Chinese have rolled this out to monitor their people. And if you've got like bad friends on Facebook or you post things that are wrong think or wrong thought, wrong speak, that kind of stuff, you get your credit score, your social credit score goes down. and then they restrict your travel. Like right now, last time I read, there's like 6 million Chinese that can't buy plane tickets or train tickets or can't move around the country unless they're in a car or a bicycle, because the government won't allow them to move around because they've got a bad social credit score. So this is what they roll out. And this is the thing that Facebook and Google were accused of working with the Chinese government with, and the US government, allegedly got upset. But they want them to develop this, but they lie to us. And they say, well, a US corporation shouldn't work with a communist country to develop this control software. So anyways, I just read last week that in Darwin, Australia, they just launched the 5G network, and they're going to test the social credit score for monitoring everybody on their phones. And they're literally, so if you're standing at a crosswalk, because they show the pictures, they have the cameras and the sensors and the 5G transmitters and everything for the monitoring on this area in Darwin, Australia. You can Google this. So if you're on your phone and you post something on Facebook that like is wrong speak or wrong thought, or friend a wrong person, halfway through the crosswalk, while you're walking over to the crosswalk to the other side, your Facebook account gets deleted. You get deplatformed. It's like, what happened? They're gonna watch us. It's gonna happen. So the secret is you got to go to a part of the world that doesn't have any G's happening. Like somewhere, preferably that's at the 3G stage, so that it's a while before they catch up to 5G. Or it's such a remote area, there's no way they can do the 5G, because the 5G, it doesn't travel as far. They got to put a whole bunch of nodes up all over the place. So it's like, it's not worth their while. But any urban area that is like a high population, they're gonna 5G you. And then it's like, oh, it'll be the Internet of Things. Oh, we'll be able to tell you when your fridge has no milk in it. Oh, it'll be great. You'll be able to control the heat in your house. You'll be able to control the fridge will tell you what to buy and blah, blah, blah. Your life will be great, and you'll be able to download a movie in 30 seconds. Even though you're going to have to pay to download that movie, because you're not going to be able to download pirated stuff, because, well, the studios are going to come into class action lawsuit and, hit you with a $5,000 fine. But anyways, that's another topic. But, that's what's coming. So 5G is bad thing. Bad. Just it's not about self-driving cars. That's the last thing I want to be in, is a car that's drove by AI or has the ability to be overridden by somebody else. Think about that. First of all, folks, I've got a problem being in the passenger seat of a car. Okay, just an old-fashioned car or a truck. I hate being in the passenger seat. I don't know about you people, but I can't do it. Like, I sit in the passenger seat, I almost have to be sedated because I'm not comfortable. Like, I could not, oh, I'll have a nap while you're driving. I can't do that, okay? Because it drives me nuts. It's like, my God, you're a line hugger. You're a line hugger. Why are you lugging the line? We're gonna die. Go, stay to the right, So, you're going to put me in a self-driving car? Not a chance, okay? Like, give that a break, because, maybe I could do Miss Daisy in the back seat if I couldn't see anything. If I was a chauffeur in the back seat, but I would really have to vet my driver. He would have to, I would prefer if he was like a trained driver, trained, high, like Secret Service, James Bond, car racing type driver, that without a doubt he's better than you are, and there's no chance he's a line hugger. I hate line huggers. They scare the shit out of me. That they just do. I envision head-on collisions with line huggers. No, but being in a self-driving car, no, I'm sorry, that ain't happening. Not a chance. Not a chance. Actually, Mindy, that wasn't even AI. It was programming. It was just the programming to crash. It wasn't even artificial intelligence. Actually, I just watched a unbelievably good documentary that exposed what exactly happened with the Boeing thing. And it's pretty horrific, folks. It's pretty horrific what these poor people went through in that strictly software, default settings to be exact in the software that caused the plane to go down, those two planes to go down. Yep, 60 Minutes Australia. There you go, Mindy. We both watched the same program. I skipped through the part when they were doing the crying part with the family. So it was like, there was I be honest with you, I did because I want to know about the plane. I know people died. I don't want to watch some mother and father crying over losing their kids. So I was like, I skipped through that, but it was good because it was easy because 60 Minutes to Australia, they have commercial breaks so you can jump ahead, and basically it's about every 6 minutes you can jump ahead or 7 minutes and get past that and go right to the plane stuff. Oh. So then I'm looking at online, booking air flights, and I'm thinking, man, I'm not getting on any 737s. It's like, that's off my list. Oh. Unless it's an old 737, but I ain't getting a new 737 with a new motor. Screw that. There's a good chance this stream is going to get flagged because I'm saying all the trigger words this morning. I'll get deplatformed. Oh. Total Recall, yeah. Boeing had, I wouldn't say the best product, Mindy, but they had a phenomenal relationship. Not relationship. They had a phenomenal reputation, phenomenal reputation. Phenomenal 100-year track record of being an upstanding, safety-conscious, company, trusted by the world, and they flushed it down the toilet, just flushed it. But that's what happens when accountants run a company that should be ran by engineers. That's what happens. It happened with Apple. Look at that. Apple got taken over by accountants and they stopped coming up with new products. Their idea of a new product, it's like, okay, we're going to come out with the iPhone 11. And what's going to be different? It's $500 more. Like they'll line up to get it, It's like, what's the upgrade? The price, There's no more innovation. There's no more new stuff. They can't come up with anything new. Well, they are. They're going to come up with. They're going to stamp us all. Actually, I watched another one. Oh, this is another one, folks. I've been going down the digital rabbit hole here for a little while. This one was about Estonia. Okay, actually, the documentary on YouTube was called E-Estonia, and it was all about how they've totally digitized the country. It is scary. Well, it and 5G together, you're doomed. But they were showing at the beginning of the documentary about this baby being born, and they were showing how it was like the baby's born, and they're all like goo goo gaga over the baby, okay? And then the baby was born, and then they're like, okay, so now we're going to issue him ID, and they gave him a barcode, and then they scanned the barcode, and now he's in the system, and I'm like, oh my God, this baby's a tax slave forever. And I'm like, and they're all in the whole documentary, they're like ooh and on over the fact that they just barcoded this baby, and I'm like, whoa, man, like barcoding babies, And then I thought, okay, I watched the whole thing. It's just unbelievable. And all the people that are parroting that how good this is, that everything, is digital and you can trust the government and all your information's in the cloud and no, nothing's ever going to happen. Oh my God. It's like you trust the government, right? All your information in the cloud. Put it this way. If it's in the cloud, it's meant to be hacked because, everybody's got a back door to it. So everything is now, you have no privacy anymore. It's wide open. It's your information is getting shared with everybody. So anyways, so I thought to myself, okay, so I watched the whole thing, and then I said, I'm going to entertain myself. I'm going to scroll through the comments. And because I always like looking at the comments to get the reaction of people, okay, what they think of these things. And I'm telling you, it was the Kool-Aid drinkers were in control of the comment section. They were raving this. They thought it was the greatest thing. And I'm like, what? It's like, this is unbelievable. This is the mark of the beast. It's like, this is the Estonia, which I think there's like 1.7 million people live there, is the perfect test place because they have really good internet. The country's completely covered by internet. And it's like basically a good goldfish for a test, good goldfish bowl for a test. And they rolled it out and the people have just absorbed it and loved it. And the comment section is nothing but people cheering this on like complete morons. Like, this is good. And I'm like, what? How is this good? You're born and they give you a barcode. I was going to swear. Oh, the chip's next when the barcode fades off. But they give the barcode. The barcode part, I couldn't believe that. I was like, what the hell? Didn't the Nazis tattoo everybody and that was like a no-no? But now we're giving barcodes to at birth. Like, oh my God. So like the barcode, I will say the barcode at first was a what you call it? I think that's 9. It's the 9 scariest words, Gail. That was a Reagan thing. Ronald Reagan said that. I think the barcode is on a bracelet, but that barcode is transferred to your ID. So I could see the day coming where they tattoo the barcode on you, or it's a chip embedded with the barcode. Bottom line, you're getting a barcode. That's all you are now. Or you're going to get what do they call that? An IR code, IRQ, infrared quality. What's the name of that thing? You know, that square thing you scan with your phone. What do they call it? IRQ? What is it? Someone help me here. I'm having a brain fart. Where is it? Come on. QR code. Thank you. QR code. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get a QR code. No, QR, not UPC. UPC is the for products. Well, we are a product, but QR is for us. Anyways, you know that squiggly thing that's, you know, the box, and it's, you know, shoot with your phone and boom, it takes you to the website and tells you everything. Pretty soon, I bet you we're all going to get those kind of tattoos on us. You know, it's going to be like you're going to get scanned. Well, now they're doing facial recognition technology. Get on the plane, your picture's getting taken, like it or not. Then you get to the gate, you don't even have to give your ticket. We're cattle. We're just cattle, folks. Cattle. So the secret is you got to get as far away as possible from 5G. Yeah, I know. China's crazy about the phones, right? WeChat, and what's the other one? WeChat is one payment method. Is it WePay? No, I know WeChat's one of them that has a pay method. Oh. The living with, I'm a cash kind of guy. I like paying cash. I just make them count the change. I always like seeing that shocked look on the cashier when they got to figure out the change. It's like, what? Change? Like, especially here, because we don't have pennies anymore. They have to round up or round down. That totally screws them up. Totally screws them up because, you know, we don't have pennies anymore here. So it's like, if it's 86 cents, they got to say it's 85 and give you 5 cents, 15 cents back in change. But if it's like 88 cents, they only give you, you know, 20 cents or 10 cents in change, you know, and it's like it's the sheer horror in their face. It's quite funny. It's quite funny. I know, Gloria. It's for our safety. Let us chip you for your safety. I know they have it here in Canada. We have that same program up here. Let us chip your baby. So that, you know, for security, you know, like, I know it's always for our safety. It's always for our safety. Well, it is. Well, they want to now the newest one. They want to. They're going to ban guns in Canada. Completely ban guns. There's the big thing. It's coming out in June. The government's going to make a big announcement up here. The Trudeau government, the idiots, the sock puppet, the morons. But anyways. They're having some kind of women's conference in Vancouver, and they've got the Prime Minister of New Zealand coming, and they're going to ban guns in Canada. That's going to go over like a lead balloon at a birthday party, child's birthday party. Ain't going to go happen. Somebody's going to get hurt. Drop the balloon on their foot, but it's like that's the latest thing up here. They're going to ban guns because of what happened in New Zealand. No. Which is going to be really hard to do up here because, you know, guns up here aren't a right. They're a privilege, but they're part of our culture because we have a huge hunting, well, we got to think about it. We got a bigger landmass than the U.S. and we got 1/10 the amount of people. So we got a lot of countryside to shoot animals. You know what I mean? Oh. And we like shooting things up here. You know, there's lots of people here that live off of the land, you know, still live off the land, you know, and they want to take our guns away, you know, because that'll make us safer. I just say that, you know, if they just make a simple rule or a law against killing people, that would solve the problem. You know, if they just made it that, you know, it's against the law to kill somebody, that would solve all violence, right? That's what I think. You know, they just come up with something, I don't know what they could call it, you know, that you're not allowed to kill people, and then the problem's solved. No need to take the guns away. And considering to own a gun in Canada, you would not believe what we go through, you know. Like every day, just give you an idea. A lot of people don't realize this. Like I have a gun license, and I have guns, as you know, because I shoot stuff into self-defense of the animals. Okay. So, anyways, if you have a gun license in Canada, every single day the computer does a background check on you. Every day, as long as you have a license, you get a background check every day. So like if they want to see like if you're getting pulled over by the police, if you've got any outstanding arrests, warrants, any interactions with the police, everything gets every single day. My name gets ran through a database by the AI computer to see if I still qualify to have a gun. Now, let's say I have a problem with the police, and then the computer runs through it, it spits up, "Whoa, Matt McDougall got into trouble. He's having problems." And boom, the police are here. "Sir, we have to take your guns from you." So, but they say that I'm dangerous. Now, even though it's already statistically proven that gun owners in Canada are like the absolute most law-abiding people of all of us, but now they want to ban guns. So, I know, Laurie. I watched another documentary about the public schools renting out their schoolyards to put up 5G towers for $2,000 a month, and that over a 4-year period there was a whole bunch of kids got cancer, and the school board didn't care because they were getting the $2,000 a month. So, you know, the $2,000 a month was more important than the kids getting cancer. It's crazy. I could see, like about GPS tracking, like a bracelet type of thing. I could, I could see putting a GPS tracker on Doug. I wouldn't want him to disappear on me. I could see, you were a child. If you want to put a bracelet, now I wouldn't want to put a chip inside of him. Chip him. I wouldn't do that because the bracelet, at least you can take the bracelet off when he's in the house. And it's like take the battery out of it so they're tracking you. But for your own, there's a use for GPS. But I ain't getting a chip put inside of me. Screw that. We're headed to a scary place, folks. The duck adventure rabbit hole on a Sunday morning, eh? Did you expect that this morning? No, I didn't. You never know where we'll go. You'll never know where we'll go, right? You never know. I was just thinking something else, but no, it's not. It's another rabbit hole. We're not going to go on that one here. Sorry. Skynet's coming. Chipping babies. Yes, Marvin, I agree with you. Oh. Hey Barry, what if I told you the satellites were fake? Oh, that's a rabbit hole we could go down, eh? Oh. No, we don't have a Second Amendment. The firearms up here are a privilege, not a right, but they're ingrained in our culture. So it's really hard for the government well, until they dilute our population, that we no longer have gun-toting Canadians that like to hunt. If they bring enough illegals into the country, then we'll be a really small minority, and then they'll succeed in taking our guns away. But right now, it's not a good situation for taking our guns away. But it's not a right; it's a privilege in Canada to have a gun. So, I wish I had an old truck with no computer. Even my 92 Cube van has a computer. It's a little tiny computer. It's only about this big underneath the seat. It's a little ignition computer, and you got to plug it in to have access to it. But you could probably EMP me and shut me down. But my 87 Chev Halfton I had, it was a no computer because I gutted the motor and got rid of the fuel injection and put a carburetor and got rid of the tranny and got rid of the computer stuff and went old school with it. So basically you'd have to go like an 86 and pre-86 to get no computer here in Canada on a truck. Unfortunately, with our Salt, a pre-86 vehicle would be rusted out, and if it wasn't rusted out, it would be a collector's edition, and you'd pay like an arm and a leg for it. We have been invaded, Mindy. It's everywhere. It's the same problem. I never said when I was in when I went down to get my Apple phone fixed in Christmas time, and I went to Ottawa, which I've been going to Ottawa like since I was a kid. I went to the Bayshore Mall, which is like the mall at this end of the city, which I've been going to like seriously, folks, since the '70s. Okay, so I was like a little kid, and um, my buddy and I, it didn't feel like we were even in Canada anymore when we were in the mall. It was the most bizarre thing. I couldn't believe it because it'd been years since I was in the city, and I was like, this doesn't even feel like I'm in the city anymore. It's like in Canada, it's like it's history. We're done. We're done. Oh, it's not just those gangs, Barry. We got all kinds. We got the Jamaican drug lords in Ottawa too. Oh, it's crazy the fighting. Every weekend somebody gets shot in Ottawa. But if they got rid of the gun law, if they got rid of guns, I would stop. Because the criminals wouldn't do that then. No, they wouldn't. Like I said, if they just make it against the law to kill people, we'd be laughing. You know, it'd be way safer. But then again, I watched a movie. This is pretty gory though, but I watched a movie a couple days ago, and the guy killed a guy in the movie, and he used a door. He put the guy's head in the door and kept smashing it till the guy was dead. So I was thinking, my God, they're gonna ban doors next. That was the first thought when I watched it. I was watching it and I'm going, they're gonna ban doors next. You know, if they really want to kill you, they're gonna use whatever they can get their hands on. Crazy people are crazy people. You know. Anyways, man, we've really gone down crazy rabbit holes today, haven't we? No. Actually, Inga was an awesome movie. It was a really, really, really good action flick. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of it. I was shocked how good the movie was. I was like, oh, this is a good movie. He was a good guy that did it. It was a bad guy that was getting his head smashed with the door, put it that way. It's always good when the bad guys get it. So. The ducks. Well, what haven't we touched on this morning here on the duck? This is. I went down some good rabbit holes here today. Oh, I shaved for you this morning. Do that. I shaved. And I cut my hair. I woke up this morning. I could feel my hair on the pillow, and I said, "Oh, got to shave, clean myself up." So I thought I got to do a stream since I'm all cleaned up. Actually, Janie, yesterday I at the other feeder station, it was all torn up the ground, and I thought it looked like a raccoon. I think, why would a raccoon do this when there's all this corn over the other feeder? And this morning I figured out what it was. It was the crane digging up the soil to get the corn that was embedded in the soil. And this morning I watched them, picking at the soil, and I'm thinking, why are you eating the corn in the dirt when the feeder is right in front of you, crane? Like, I'm watching him eat, and he's eating the corn on the ground, picking at the ground to get the corn, and like there's a whole dish of it right in front of you. Like I don't understand. And then the Canada goose came up behind him because he wanted the corn, and the crane got a little bit upset there at one point. Goosed him, literally goosed him, because it was funny. I was watching the goose come up behind, and it was stretching his neck out, and then the goose took a little run at him, and the crane jumped up and woo, freaked out. It might be mushy, but that dried corn takes a lot to get mushy. It takes a lot of soaking to get softened up. Like a lot. But I didn't think cranes ate seeds. I thought they were more like a frog, minnow, duckling type, eating type animal, Well, George, it turns out cranes are very common in Ontario. It's just that they never have been here. I've never seen, ever in my life, seen that bird. And I've lived here my whole life. I lived on a lake my whole childhood, and I have never seen that bird ever. This year is the first year I have ever seen that bird, sandhill crane. There was because I'm still don't believe I have this bird. There's two of them. They're a pair, so we're definitely going to have babies. and the blue herons here also. So, so it's going to be interesting what's going to be on the live streams as far as critters, baby critters this year. You know, but I don't know why because this is the in between area. When I looked on the internet about its breeding area, this is the in between area where the sandhill crane can be. It's not like it's sort of like just like a transitional area right where I am. Like they shouldn't even be here. So unless maybe up north is getting overpopulated or their habitat has been destroyed up north and they've moved south, that could be it too. I'm thinking the habitat probably got destroyed and they're moving south. That could be it. Because you know, man, how we rebuild the earth all the time, make it better. You know how we're such a positive creature. It could be because of the long winter, maybe. Maybe up north is still it's a no-go zone for them. I know I've heard that there's still a lot of snow up north. I've heard that from some people. Actually, I was talking to somebody the other day that just got back from a snowmobile trip up north. They're actually snowmobiling. So they just didn't get enough of winter the 6 months we had. They were going for a little bit more. I couldn't believe it. They drove 5 hours north so they could snowmobile more because 6 months of it wasn't enough here. That's hardcore, right? When you can snowmobile for 6 months nonstop, and then at the end, I'd like to get one more month in. Like, one more, come on, we can make it 7. I'm thinking, well, why don't you just take your snow machine to down to Chile or Peru and in the mountains in the Andes and keep snowmobiling, Anyway. I really should go in and make my breakfast, folks, so I don't get a sore gut here because I can feel my gut from this coffee, and I need to get some food. So I don't have my reaction I'm getting to this caffeine thing. I should really have done tea, but what a shame, man! It's just bizarre how this is affecting me. And I really love the taste of coffee, but for some reason I'm having gut problems with the caffeine. My nerves. I think it's all because of what's going on in my life. I think it's totally related to nerves. I think that's what it is. I think it's because I've got such a monumental, huge change coming up in my life that I'm excited about it, but I am nervous about it. I'm excited consciously, and I'm nervous subconsciously, and I think that's what's causing me to have the problem. I think that's what it is. Anyways. So thanks for joining me this morning for our rabbit hole coffee adventure and the duck rush this morning. And anybody that missed the duck rush, you're going to have to rewind this stream. So if you want to see it, I highly recommend that you don't go off this page. I just take the cursor and go right back to the beginning of the stream because it takes YouTube a little while to process the live stream and make a video. But you can do a Happy Mother's Day duck rush at the beginning of the video. The duckies came out pretty quick. They were not as quick as they wanted to come out at 7 because they were a little more excited at 7, but I was still laying in bed at 7. I was sleeping. I went to the Cineplex for my multiple dreams this morning. I was shocked at what time it was when I woke up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. But I was, like I said, I went to the Cineplex and I had I'm not kidding, it was like 6 dreams. Back to back. I kept waking up, go back to sleep, it was a new dream. It was great. Anyways. So happy Mother's Day to all the duck fans out there who are mothers and or have mothers or the Mother's Day thing. And we'll be talking to you later. And you might see me walking around because I'm working on another camera because I'm thinking I'm going to steal a camera from the pen and the Goose camera and the pen and move it to the Magoon. I'm debating on that. I don't know yet because like I said, I'm camera short right now. And because I've got that camera away at Sony to get fixed, which they still haven't, the part hasn't come in to fix it yet. That was supposed to be in May the 10th, didn't show up. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm thinking I might have to steal a camera from the pen to move it over to the Magoon. I haven't decided yet What do you think of that? Do you think I should steal? I should ask you right now. What do you think about that? Should I steal the camera from the pen? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something here right now. Okay, so we're not in the stream. I need some votes. I need some votes. Okay, so hang on. Let me just hang on here. I'm gonna do something. Okay, we're gonna do a vote. We're gonna do this scientifically instead of just in the thing here. How do I do this? Advanced. How do I do this? How do I get what? Hang on, other features. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm working on here. They've changed it. I've got this YouTube beta thing. Oh, I hate this new interface. Okay, cancel that. Okay, hang on here. Bear with me. Bear with me. This new YouTube beta. What you call it? Beta Studio. They call it. It's absolutely brutal. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, hang on. It's brutal. Okay, I don't want to. Absolutely brutal. Bear with me. Bear with me here. I gotta end that. Okay, no. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna put a poll. Okay. Okay. Camera. You're gonna have to hit F5. Camera question. Ustream. Hang on. Bear with me. Just bear with, because I want to get everybody's like real idea here. Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. Okay, it's there right now. Okay, so what you're going to do is, okay, I'm not going to end the stream because I want to get some votes. I want votes on this, folks. There's how many people here right now? I want votes. Hang on, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Come on. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, we got 54 people here. So I want to get some votes. I'm not going to do anything until I get enough votes on this one, okay? So hit F5 or refresh on your screen. And up in the top right-hand corner, the little I want you to click on the votes and decide what you want here. If you want to have another camera on the Magoon or leave the Goose stream, which basically right now is looking at the back of the fence because I've got the gate open. So I'll let that go today, and we'll see what the vote is, all right? All right? So that's the deal. So it's the big votes going on now, all right? And I'm going to leave you with that. So you have to F5, refresh, whatever you do, close your browser, reopen it up, and then let me know. This is viewer interaction. Basically, you're going to decide if I do any work today in moving cameras. Basically, it's going to be up to you. So that's pretty good. Anyways, and don't forget the link below to help me feed the ducks and pay for the duck medicine is right below here also. Don't forget about that. Okay, that's also important. We wouldn't want to stop trying to save ducks here. Every time one gets sick, we just kill it. So we do these fundraisers to buy medicine and buy food to keep the ducks alive. So that's the deal. All right. I can't think of anything else. Don't forget to vote. Here, how many people have voted? I want to see. How many votes do we got? Oh, not many votes right now. We've only got 5 votes. What's going on? I got 5 votes, and a whole bunch of people left. I guess they don't want to vote. I guess they thought I was leaving. All right, well, I tried. I should have had a stream. I should have had a vote earlier, right? Started earlier on that voting. Anyways, I tried.